Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I am doing a super short, inspired moment for you. It's literally going to be like 5 minutes so you can get a quick boost of this particular subject. A while ago, I interviewed Mel from the Seed Cycle. She's such a wealth of information and knowledge about seed cycling, hormone health, skin health, and it is just super inspiring to hear her conversation. So I wanted to take a snippet of this podcast that I recorded with her specifically to do with skin health because I've had so many questions lately on my skin. I literally went for a walk this morning with a friend and we stopped off at a cafe and the lady behind the register was like, "Wow, your skin is so clear and glowing." And I said, "Thank you. Like, I feel like yours is the same, but I'll take the compliment. Thank you so much." Right now, if you're watching on YouTube, I have no makeup on. I'm just back from a walk. I feel just so much better in my skin, and I have been through such a big journey with my skin health. I have a highlight on my Instagram if you want to see me at the worst when I had perioral dermatitis and really bad hormonal acne. I love personally hearing these short little snippet little clips that help. So I hope that this little snippet from Mel from the Seed Cycle and how seed cycling really can impact your skin health is going to help you. If you have any questions about seed cycling, then please reach out to me or Mel. I will put the details in the links below. If you're watching on YouTube, these clips were recorded over Zoom, so I apologize that the quality is not top notch. I am coming with really good quality video next year, so please stay tuned. I cannot wait. There's going to be heaps more in-person content, in-person video that you can watch and listen to through the podcast. So I hope you love this episode as much as I love the information in it. Let's jump right in and hear from Mel. Can we chat about skin health? Because there's so many of my listeners who always ask about skin health. You mentioned before that one of the biggest nutrients in the seeds that helps us have that glowing skin is the vitamin E. But what else do you think creates that glow in the seed cycle?
Oh, definitely the fibers when you think, and like you were talking about that, like the detox. And the fibers are helping with that, the omegas, the zinc, the magnesium, probably more than we'll ever even understand. But undoubtedly, that's the thing that I noticed most when I started this, because I saw seed cycling work on a small scale with my clients, but on a large scale with the seed cycle, that's what women say. Within the first month, they notice my skin feels so much more glowy. I'm having less breakouts. And that's really now what we talk about is like one of the first things that you'll notice. And that's so exciting. And this is where like we went to the beauty expo last year in Sydney, and it was so overwhelming. We were just like welcomed with open arms. And the only reason I went there was because I did an expo previously and there was like so many men at this expo. And I was like, what's an expo I can do where there'll be lots of women?
Yeah.
I was like, beauty. And we're doing it again this year. And like those owners of clinics, from skin clinics to laser clinics to injectable clinics to eco spas, they're all saying the same thing. Like, we want to offer a holistic approach. And so many of our clients are struggling with hormonal adult onset acne, pigmentation, rosacea, and we know that it's a hormone imbalance. And so, then when we explain how seed cycling works, they're just like, oh my gosh, it's a perfect fit. And now we're in skin clinics all across Australia, and and it works so well in combination with the treatments that they're offering. And so that's just so exciting. And I can't wait to see what else happens in terms of like the beauty industry and like those amazing business owners who are looking to care for their clients holistically.
Like from the inside out. You can't
Exactly.
expect your skin to be beautifully glowing if all you're doing is doing the topical treatments, but then you're eating shit. Like, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah. And when you think about it, they're spending an hour or so, talking to those clients. So they're hearing about everything and they're hearing about the symptoms. And that was quite intense as well, just how many women were saying that their clients and their community is struggling with hormone issues, from the acne to the perimenopause symptoms to PMS, and then to conditions like PCOS and endo. And the stats are now 90% of women struggle with a hormone imbalance.
Thank you for listening to this little snippet from Mel. I hope you really loved it and you picked up a little bit of info and insight into maybe why you're struggling with your skin health. If you're here, I'm sure that that's why, because you're starting to research possible ways that you can help fix your skin issues. I feel for you. I know it's a really hard time and it feels really overwhelming and intense, especially when you're in your 30s and 40s and you're just like struggling with your skin health. So I'm sending you my love and I hope that this helps you on your journey. Make sure you tune in next week. If you love the podcast, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts, because I really want to just learn what you love to listen to and how you're vibing the podcast. So I'd love to know. Otherwise, you can come on over on Instagram and say hello. And I will see you guys in next week's podcast. Bye for now. If you loved today's podcast, please share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to come on over and say hi on Instagram at inspiringher.podcast. Until next week, be inspired, and I'll see you then.